So, very good morning to each and every one of you. My name is Siddharth Stephen. Today, your host and moderator for the current group discussion. We are live today with again another set of Xceed students. We have few others joining us shortly, but right now, at this very moment, I have in the panel with me Prateek and Sandeep. So just to have a right away, to start with it. So for today's topic, we have chosen the present and future of logistics because of the pandemic. Now, understanding that, why this topic is important specifically in the pandemic, we understand that, there were multiple industries that were obviously hit because of the pandemic. But at the same point in time, there were other industries which were actually looked back upon. But at the same point in time, we realized that this was actually important. So just to have a quick debate and look into different aspects, ideas, thoughts from our panelists. So I'm going to start with the introduction. So to start with, I am going to go to Prateek, and I'm going to come on Sandeep. So Prateek, why don't you start with your introduction
Yeah.
points?
Yes. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Pratik, and I'm from Mumbai. So first things first, the logistics term. The logistics term derived from the French army in 1846, and it got derived from there. And yeah, so we started using logistics term for the carrying and carrying of information, the men, goods, and everyone from one place to another place. So this is the basics of the logistics term, and this is my point. And today's topic is the future and the present of the logistics. So the logistics industry also got hit due to this pandemic. So we are going to see the points ahead. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Hello,
Can you hear me?
hello. Good morning, sir. Thank you for giving the opportunity for talking about myself. Okay, first of all, my name is Sandeep Singh, and I am from Hanumangarh, Rajasthan. And if we talk about the topic, the present and future of logistics because of the pandemic, I will give the brief description about this topic. What is the logistics and what is the key role and the important factors about that topic and how it is impacting how the this pandemic situation is disrupting this sector and how the it is emphasizing on this sector and how we can relocate and schedule our new models to for the enhance the compatibility and productivity for the uh, future. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sandeep. So I'm going to go to Vishnu. Vishnu, what about you? Introduction. You're on mute.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, speak.
I'm Vishnu from Kerala. I'm R. Vishnu from Kerala. I'm here to talk about the logistics and future and present and future of logistics in pandemic. Logistics. The history of logistics begins with, from ancient Roman Greeks. Uh, it also developed during World War One. Hello, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you, Vishnu. Go ahead.
In World War One, it further increased in industrial capabilities. Um, in World War Two, logistics moved from warfare to business. Then, at present, logistics is playing a vital importance in today's world. Everything is related to logistics. Logistics means movement of goods from one place to another. It is a part of supply chain management. Future also logistics play important role. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you so much. So to start, go ahead further. Actually, we are going into the next segment of the group discussion, which is the main core group discussion. So I will be backstage, and the podium is open for all of you guys to speak. So just to do an initiative, who is going to start first? Okay, Pratik. Okay, so Pratik can start, and then Sandeep and Vishnu, you guys, if you want, you can add points and you can come in the picture whenever you feel like. Okay, so Pratik, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. All the industries got impacted due to this lockdown, and as well as the logistics industry also got impacted due to this lockdown. 20 or 30, sorry, 50% of the 12 million of small, medium, and large business got stuck due to this lockdown. Also, the packers, movers, and the loaders that used to work for the logistics companies, they gone to their houses, their native places, because of this due to this lockdown. And also the Raj Saxena of the logistics now, he said that the this we have to live with this COVID situation, and we have to make certain plans for the future, for the supply chain, to keep our supply chain sustainable. And if we can't do that, we have to go digital. So now we can all see that the platform is going digital, so we should go all digital, while we can buy the goods from the e-com. And they have also started the contactless delivery and all. So that is my point.
So go ahead, guys. Anyone who would like to probably add on to points to what Pratik said or Vishnu? Anyone?
Yes. Sir
Yeah.
Sandeep said, I totally agree. I totally agree with the Pradeep, what he said. They all about logistics. I will start from the starting. First of all, what is the logistics? In simple terms, we can say that the transportation of the product from one place to another is called logistics. In this logistics sector, there are many organizations, pupils, and peoples who are working in that sector particularly. And if we talk about this pandemic situation, the present scenario regarding to this logistics sector, we can say that the only sector which is less disrupted by the pandemic, this situation is the logistics sector, because we know that in this pandemic situation, all the sectors are disrupting globally, but this only the logistics sector is working, I can say not efficiently, but is working in that manner that it can fulfill the requirements of the consignor, what we can say about. Okay. And for the future, or one more thing I want to add, the things, the logistics sector, the things which is taking place in the Internet of Things, as the Pratik already told, the digitalization of the things, or we can say that the digitalization is very much important for the accuracy. All the things, the product should be delivered on time for the right person at the right time, etc., we can say. And we are seeing that only the logistics sector is booming sector, which has been raising the growth with this 7% yearly, and this is giving the employment growth for the peoples as well as. But so I can say the presently is affecting situation is affecting that, impacting on this logistics sector. But when this pandemic situation get shut off, after that this is the only logistics sector. They will give the opportunity for the peoples for to work in this sector. And yeah, this is only the booming sector, and the people who want to make career in this sector, they can make it. And future this will be a booming sector. And if we will talk about the digitalization, I think from now to upcoming after 10 to 15 years, uh, I think the employment growth will be less than if we compare to the present or after this pandemic situation, because the digitalization which take place. The digitalization means, as we can see, we are can see the e-commerce companies like that. Where they are using robotics mode. They are using robots to do those things now. So we can say the digitalization is to be necessary for the accuracy purpose, to accurate the things, but it will also uh, impact on the employment growth as well as. So yeah, this is the booming sector. It's a very good opportunity that will people can get in this. So that's all about myself, all about the topic. Thank you.
Sir,
Damashku,
hello.
go ahead. Yeah,
Uh,
it's an open podium. Please do.
okay. Today, currently in 2020, all people are depending on online trading. Uh, there are less people going to shops nowadays. More of them are online buying and selling. So logistics is a very important in current situations. But it doesn't mean current epidemic is not affecting the logistics. It's also affecting logistics, such to shortage of truck drivers, because roadway transportation is uh, roadway are the largest segment of logistics market, and export and import of goods are is due to shortage of truck drivers and other drivers. Import and export are being decreasing, so it also affect logistics, because through online and online buying and selling, goods are coming from outside and inside, going outside and coming inside. Due to this current epidemic, it affects logistics. Thank you.
Yeah, I would like to go with the Sandeep's point that we would like would be would use the robotics in the uh, uh, would we can use the robotics instead of the people, so they will not get affected and all. So that is a good point. Even in the H1N1 flu that we had in 2009, so we can learn from that mistake, but we haven't learned, I guess. So in that situation also, the 30% of the people got H1N1 flu and they couldn't come to work. So in that time also the logistics industry got affected, and now we have coronavirus, COVID-19. So now we are also getting impacted by the virus only. So we should learn from this virus, and we should learn from this situation, and we have to make certain plans for the future. If the situation arises again, then we should be booming back to the logistics industry like that.
Sorry, I can't agree with that. We can completely utilize robotics in logistics, because it may affect income and unemployment. So robotics can be completely in the used in logistics department.
Not the logistic department, but the warehousing or the last mile delivery are we talking about. So we
To
can
the
use
limit,
robotics.
to a limit
Sorry.
can be used. Amazons are using drone for delivery service, but we can use robotics in logistics or warehousing, because it reduces the employment opportunities.
Yeah, if it's
Yeah, definitely it reduced the labor cost. Yes, but this things is expensive for now. Many other companies they have small, but they cannot afford these things. But yeah, after 15 to 20 years, yeah, definitely the robotics will take place and they will replace the people who are working in this particular sector. But I think it will take time. We can manage if someone wants to go in this sector. he or she has the 20 or 25 years, so he can make it career in this particular sector. I want to, apart from this, I want to add one more topic. This pandemic, one more point, sorry. This pandemic condition also emphasizes the key role of logistics sector all over the world globally, we can see. As I talk about this pandemic situation gives the delay times about the shipments. We are delaying, all the things are delaying, all the things are, the delivery of product is getting worse. These conditions are very, we can say, worst, not worst, but now it is improving. And the key roles which I want to express about this logistics sector is that the companies can work on their implementation, how they can remodel their structure, how can they make their shapes to uh, enhance their to achieve their get their achievements in this particular sector. How can they satisfy the customer, how can they approach to the customer, how can they use the how can they collaborate with the companies to, in this pandemic situation, I'm talking this pandemic situation, how can they uh, approach the companies to delivery for the product faster. So this pandemic situation gets an idea about how much the logistics sector is important. Yeah, that's all. Anyone of
Anyone
my
else?
friend wants to encounter
Anyone else
or
who would
wants
like
to spot
to?
that, you can say anything.
Anyone else who would like to
So I would
add or
like
counter
to,
or anything to Sandeep's point
yeah, I
there?
would like to add one point. I would like to come back to my point. The last mile delivery. The last mile deliveries obviously got affected. Now the Amazon or the Flipkart or any third party logistics, what they are doing is they are taking the product and they are keeping with the watchman, or they are keeping below the society, and we have to go and collect it. So this is quite what we can say, the uncomfortable situation that we have to go down and pick up our product. This pandemic is affecting last mile delivery also. So that is my point that I have to add.
Yeah, totally agree with Pradeep. The door-to-door delivery is also most important. In real-time monitoring system should be there for I can say, to measure the real time, so that the delivery should be done on time and should be done to the right customer, etc. That's all.
And even the railways are stepping up with the delivery of the goods and services, that the day-to-day services, like goods and services, that FMCG services. So that is also affecting the door-to-door services. And hopefully we can recover from the situation very soon, and we can back on the track very soon.
Yeah, the things would be better after this pandemic situation. This will get this will get a lot of opportunity for the people, and I think this will be very very beneficial, and this will be very very profitable for all the organizations that are working in this logistics sector, this particular sector, after this pandemic situation. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Also, it may shortage of materials and product also increases the price. So delivery of goods, delivery charge also increases due to shortage of goods. So logistics helps in daily usage products, and other products are price are increasing lately. Hello.
Yeah, it's like that. If
Yeah, yeah,
your
go ahead, go
demand is
ahead.
increasing, then your yeah, you were talking something, Vishnu. Sorry.
No, no, see, go ahead, speak.
Yeah, so I'm saying that the if your demand is increasing, then your price it should be increasing. So it's like that. So delivery charges are also high in this time. But Amazon is not taking delivery if you have a Prime account. So that is what it is. So they have to also recover from this situation. when first lockdown was impacted the on 21st March, I guess. So that was a complete lockdown. So
22nd.
all 22nd, yeah. That was complete lockdown. So the logistics companies got hit by this pandemic situation, and they have to recover their losses, and every business have to recover their losses. Even the hotel industry have impacted very much. They have been shut for like 2 3 months. So they have also raised their prices, food prices, because they have to recover from this pandemic situation. And obviously I completely agree with Sandeep that the logistics is the future. So logistics is the part of SCM. So SCM is the bigger part of the logistics. So we can obviously work in the logistics field. That's all.
Anyone?
Yeah, agree with
Yeah, go ahead, Vishnu. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah,
hello. No, sorry, go ahead.
yeah. Vishnu, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with you. Demand increases, price increases also, but due to the current epidemic, there are shortage of raw materials. Manufacturers can produce products lately because of shortage of. It also affects companies also because due to the non-availability of raw materials and delivery of goods, raw materials from suppliers to manufacturers. Some companies are not producing some goods. So I think epidemics COVID-19 will over shortly.
Okay, I would like to place one point for
Yes,
you
I
guys
am.
on the plate so that, I just want to hear your thoughts on this. So, specifically in this current pandemic, since we are talking about the present and somehow relating it to the future, I think we also have seen, as a matter of fact, that at times, specifically in this specific situation, in the past 3 months, I have seen many new, opportunities of new businesses, small businesses, specifically related to logistics, which have tried to come up. Be it probably hardly a team of like 5 people, 6 people, or probably even 10 people who created their own business, but they are actively serving locally, right? So how do you guys think with respect to this specific point? Is it like is it more of an opportunity, or is it more of like just to be safe, stay away, and all that thing? So what do you say?
There,
I would like
I
to
agree.
go from on that point. Yeah, Vishnu, you carry on, carry on.
No, no,
I'll
carry on, you
speak. I'll
carry on.
speak later. Okay, thank you. So, as you said, sir, that this is the you have to be opportunistic in this situation. So that what people are doing. I guess I've attended one lecture that host got an idea that he used to buy from wholesale from the vendor the FMCG goods and started selling in the societies. That he just have to arrange the logistics at the one truck only, and he used to go and deliver the goods. He used to park the truck in the society, and the society people can come and they can buy the FMCG products that we have to use daily in our lives. So that is a very good opportunity, and you have to be opportunistic, as I have said. So people are using this opportunity to earn some money and give some just give help to others like that.
Yeah, Vishnu, you were saying something.
Yeah, uh, in, in my area, there are some places are containment zone. So most of the shops are closed. So some shopkeepers of business started on delivering foods, make foods and delivery to customers directly. buy vegetables and delivering. They started on online trading like this. My area there is no big market or Zomato like that. So the small online trading shops are currently opened. So there are lots of new opportunities now currently.
Sandeep, by any chance, would you like to add something?
Sir, I didn't get the question because due to my
No problem.
network issue.
No problem. So basically,
So
what
I
we were
logged out
discussing.
and
No problem. So what we were primarily
your voice is.
there was this one point that I just wanted to place for all of you guys was that considering what we saw in the lockdown specifically, that this entire pandemic was also becoming as a business opportunity for people, specifically local vendors and logistics people who were starting their own business even with a small set of teams. So just wanted to, your thoughts as to what do you think? Is it like still unsafe to venture into the market, or would you, rather be motivated to actually venture into the opportunities like Pratik and Vishnu said?
Sir, the Pratik, I heard a little bit because your voice is breaking because of my network issue. But a little bit I hear that the Pratik and the Vishnu said this. I'm totally agree with both of them, and there is no risk for this particular sector now. If someone wants to get in this sector particularly fully he wants to do something in the sector, or we can say is regarding to a job, or he wants to stand up his own company, or he wants to become a 3PL or warehousing transporting business, whatever he wants to do related to this sector. It's a booming sector. I already told about that, and there is no risk. I think they will give a profit and beneficial things regarding sector.
Okay,
Yeah.
so great. Thank you so much, Sandeep. So going on to the next segment of the group discussion, guys. So sorry, it's the third segment of the group discussion, which we would be, going ahead for the conclusion of the group discussion. So just to, talk a little different with respect to the conclusion. I'll go step by step to everyone, starting from Pratik, Vishnu, and Sandeep. So, my point to you guys would be as to what you would like to say on, let's say, since we are talking about that, it's a booming sector, and at the same point in time, what's the harm in joining the logistics industry? So, what things you should, or probably, a message that you, since we are live, what message you should probably, or ideas you have in your mind that, the logistics industry should keep in mind in the future to tackle this specific thing that it's not impacted. So, I'll go to Pratik. Pratik, what do you have to say on that?
Yeah, thank you. So as I have said earlier, that 2009 pandemic that happened, H1N1. So we have to learn from that pandemic that this could happen again. So from this point onwards, so we can learn that we can go digitally, that we can use no contactless, contactless delivery, and even the this sector is also emerging sector, one of the emerging sectors of India. We contribute like worth $200 billion industry. So this is a big industry, and obviously I'm also searching opportunity in this field. So probably I'll get one. I'm working on that. So yeah, that is my point. This is the booming industry, and uh, you can uh, add something into this industry. While uh, you have to just think, and you give something to this industry.
All right. Thank you so much, Pratik. Going to Vishnu. Vishnu, what thoughts do you have as to, what the logistics industry should keep in mind in future so that if anything like this happens, they are well prepared?
Yeah, I also think that if, for example, if a big company, suppose if a big company have small units like warehouses on different part of states, on a, for example, taking my Kerala as an example, on different state, small warehouse, Then if anything like this COVID happens, then there will be no shortage of or availability of product. Easily available products are easily available to all public. There will be no shortage. Also improve the technology of delivery of goods, like that. It's also increase opportunity for employment in logistics sector. Hello.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks so much, Vishnu. So going to Sandeep, what do you think? What are your points? Concluding points.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I totally agree with the points that Pratik puts and the Vishnu put in front of us. As I already told that in future the logistics is the only sector that if someone wants to get opportunity in this sector, and whether he is fresher or is experienced, he can make his future and in this sector. Uh, First of all, I want to tell that if someone wants to get in this sector, so from the starting we have to choose what is good for us, because everyone is thinking different and everyone thinks different. And then there is I want to add that there is logistics. In the logistics sector there is an organized sector and the unorganized sector. So the percentage of our organized sector is, I think, only 10%, and the rest of the above is unorganized sector. So if someone wants to get involved in this sector, they can, and they make their future. But the beginning of the we can say any journey is very much important. Yeah. So we have to take such type of decision that will be beneficial for us in the future. And someone choose this sector. I think there will be a lot of opportunity in the future, and and they make their careers. I think, yeah, that's all.
Great. Thank you so much, Sandeep. All right. So, thank you guys, Pratik, Vishnu, Sandeep, for sharing your viewpoints on the concluding note. And since we are now going to wrap up the group discussion, I was, enjoying how you guys place certain pointers which have been in the news for quite some time. Just I was actually noting them down. So, just to be honest, so we understand that, we just discussed that. We now realize that even when we talk about the last mile delivery, no contact delivery is also possible, and it can also, we found out ways that despite we are not able to reach the last mile delivery in the full potential, how we can still manage to get the best out of it. We at the same point in time, because we understand that we have to live with the COVID, right? This is something that's not going to just vanish like that. It's definitely going to stay, and at the same point in time, we have to take as many precautions as we could. The best part was that like you said that. We agree that obviously not multiple industries are actually working effectively, but at the same point in time we are also something that I saw, like I just mentioned, and you guys also agree that we have seen people coming out with opportunities to get, if it's not working, let's find out something that's working, right? So the people were like actively looking into things that they can work upon. We obviously are moving towards the digitalized world. I agree that when we talk about, I've been to conferences and I've been to seminars wherein the top heads of CEOs, general managers of the company, they have agreed specifically. Like Flipkart is, if though it's an e-com company, and they rely completely on the logistics industry. So the best part was that we were actually able to see that now they are getting into the robotics, but at the end of the day, I also feel that robotics cannot completely go, with respect to the thing, because you need manual intervention some way or the other. So the human aspect would definitely be there. No matter how much robotics you place in, right? There would always be certain human element that always has to be in every single industry to make sure that the industry is operating properly. And on the contrary, so like you said, small business opportunities was also coming up, wherein we saw, certain local, specifically people who saw the opportunity. They didn't take it negatively, and they saw the opportunity to bring up new things. So some great points, guys. I some, and these are all your points. I was just gathering things up and all. So I really enjoyed the group discussion. Thank you so much, Prateek, Vishnu, Sandeep. Thank you so much for taking time out and participating in the group discussion. This is a live group discussion. So all the audience out there, if you really like the group discussion, guys, please give it a big thumbs up. If you want, you can share it with the friends and family. If you know Prateek, Sandeep, and Vishnu, obviously share it. And Prateek, Vishnu, Sandeep, if you guys want to share it, so you're more than welcome. Share it with your friends, families, or even other people. So just to come to the end, thank you so much to all the people who were viewing it. It was once again great to go live and bring the Xceed students with their thoughts. And we are again going to have more sort of group discussions coming up live. So stay tuned with us. Stay safe. Stay at your home. Do the best, and obviously stay positive throughout this pandemic. So thank you once again. Thank you all, Prateek, Vishnu, Sandeep.
Thank you,
Siddharth,
sir.
for having.
Safe Job is an AI-powered job preparedness platform. It is the latest edtech platform released by Safe Educate.
BFSI sector in India will need an additional 1.6 million skilled workforce by 2022.
The report says that people with the right skill set are very likely to get jobs as the service desk analyst and technicians.
The roles of logistics are to provide the right product in right quantity, at the right place, at right time, in right cost to the customer.
E-commerce sites have become more popular these days, due to which demand of data entry services has increased.
Customer service executive plays a critical role in providing an interface between the customers and the client's company. There are various career options available in this industry.
It is a platform for students, by students.
This is your dost Smart Sid.
I am Paras Narula.
My name is Varang.
You are watching Safe Job, and I am your host, Grace.
Be a part of the Safe Job family, because as we say, job hai to rob hai.